Today we're going to be talking about Eilish number 3. If you guys don't know, Billie Eilish has come out with her 3rd perfume in this series, and I'm excited to give you my thoughts on this one, so let's just get into it. So starting off, we have this deep, kind of cherry metallic red bottle, which is in line, at least shape-wise, as all the other bottles that are in this line. So we have the first one, the gold one, the black one, which is the second one, number 2, and then number 3. And when we were getting some sneak peeks of this perfume, there were like cherry emojis being used. So I was thinking there was going to be some cherry notes in here. I knew no matter what though, I was going to purchase this, let you guys know my thoughts. I was very excited for it and hoping I would really like it. And upon first sniff, I was a little shocked on this one. It falls more in line with her second fragrance. It's a little bit more unisex. It's not nearly as sweet as that first vanilla. And initially on that first spray, I get something very woody. I get something also quite peppery. So again, more of a masculine or unisex feel on that opening. But then as it started drying down, I started getting some sweetness. I started getting something a little bit deeper and again, a little sticky, a little sweet, and I was really enjoying it. It was reminding me of something, and then I finally was like, oh, this kind of is reminiscent. I would not say this is a dupe because it's very different, but it does have some Baccarat touches to it. Baccarat Rouge 540, which you guys know I absolutely love. So once this has sat on my skin a little bit, and that first initial pepperiness, which can be kind of dry, a little bit spicy, again, woody, I like it. It's a little powdery as well. But once that dies away, I really like more that sweetness that comes out. Again, it almost has something deep and what is it called when something like evaporates? It's like condensed down, you know, like when you're making a sauce and you're really getting it condensed. It has more of that feel to it. There's like a richness, I feel like, in the sweetness that's in here that I really quite like, especially again from a celebrity perfume. And at this price point, I think it's very different for what's happening in the space. I feel like if you liked her second one, this one, you have a chance of liking it. But I also feel like if you didn't like this, you could still potentially like this because it has that Baccarat DNA to it, at least to me. Like I definitely get that inspiration in here. I get those touches in here, and you can see it in the notes as well. The notes on this fragrance are pink pepper, jasmine, and grapefruit in the top. In the mid, we have fir, saffron, and cedar. In the base, we have musk, amber, and oak moss. Like I said, that opening is very strong of that pink pepper for me. And I feel like I also pick up a lot on that cedar specifically, like a very dry woodiness is coming from this fragrance. But then with the jasmine, the fir, the saffron, the amber, I feel like all of those are what are giving it the Baccarat feel, especially that fir note. There is something kind of holiday-esque about this fragrance as well. Again, as much as I'm mentioning Baccarat, I really don't want you to think this is a dupe by any means, because it really isn't. I feel like those peppery touches, those spicy touches, even the fir that comes out, it's stronger in that kind of fir note than it is as sweet and airy as Baccarat is. So again, it is not the same. I'm trying to give you, if you can't smell this like in person, which I don't know if it's available to smell in person, but I'm just trying to give you a vibe for this so you could know if this might be something for you. To be honest, I really love this. I feel like the grapefruit adds a nice little lift in there as well. It's like a little bit of citrus, and I think it's a great fragrance for the season. I feel like it's sexy. I feel like it's like appropriate for day or night. It really feels like a deeper, less sweet, more woody, spicy kind of Baccarat to me, which I really love. Something a little bit more masculine. It's not too masculine though. I do find this unisex, but I just feel like, especially in the celebrity perfume realm, if you're into like Ariana Grande stuff, or again, if you really liked the first one, this is definitely different. And I haven't actually combined them. I just got this a couple days ago, so let's see what that smells like. Okay, yeah, I think this is a good mixer with the third one. If you want something sweeter, you want to like bring it up and add something a little bit more. I mean, this one, I've told you guys, like as much as I've come around to this fragrance for sure, especially smelling it on other people. I love this on other people, and I do like it on myself too, but it's just a lot. This is a very sugary, sweet, like sweet and low sweet fragrance to me when it comes to vanillas. So it is a lot, and it has almost like a pink sugar. The red berries, I think, are really just like sending this over the top in sweetness for me. But if you want to add some more sweetness to this, I think it's a nice mixing combination. But I do think the people who liked her second fragrance are going to be more likely to like this fragrance than people who only liked the first and didn't like the second, just based off of me. If I had to rank these, oh, that's so hard. I kind of do think I would rank this number 1 out of everything. It was the first one. When I opened the box, I smelled it. Maybe it's because I didn't have any expectations. I was just like, I'm getting it. So maybe that's part of it. it, but I just felt like I genuinely liked it the most out of everything. And again, especially as it dried down and I was starting to smell the fir coming in, the amber, even that saffron, like I started getting those touches. It started getting a little bit sweeter and the spiciness of the pepper was dying away. I really loved that about it, and that's where I was like, ooh, I like this. There's something here. So I think this might actually be my number one, or it might be tied with the first one. Again, I've had my own little journey, I feel like, with the first Eilish. So I think I would rank this either second or tied for first. And then last place is Eilish number 2. I do like this fragrance though as well. It's very woody. It's a little bit spicy. It has like this, again, kind of thicker sweetness coming through, something a little bit darker that I enjoy. So those are my thoughts on the new Eilish number 3 perfume. I'd love to know what you guys think if you pick this up. I believe this is going to be the last one in this series, so I'm excited to see what else we're going to see from her, whether she does more perfumes, I guess. Maybe she won't, but if she does them, what bottles they'll be in, what are the themes going to be. I'm just very excited to see what's next. You know, I feel like we're seeing this kind of renaissance of celebrities having more perfumes, so I do overall enjoy it, especially if they stay at a price point like this, because I was very happy to see that this was $72, which I think has come up since her initial launch of the first one, but I feel like a lot of celebrities are pricing their perfumes into the hundreds at this point, and I would love for celebrity fragrances to stay at a more accessible price point. So those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I don't have a ton of thoughts on wear time or anything like that because I have just had it a little bit. I don't feel like I expect tons and tons of longevity on it, but I haven't noticed it fading super fast, but I also haven't noticed it lasting a super long time. But I definitely will keep wearing this perfume. I'm excited to wear it into the holiday season. And again, let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.